This week on Gallup MCS, we're working on RV. So like I said, today we're working on a RV. These people are getting ready to go on vacation, and there's just a couple of problems. I've already done a few things, so I'll bring you up to speed. So this refrigerator here has a readout that was not functioning, and therefore the machine wasn't functioning. So I got that working again. That's a whole different thing than what we're talking about today. But this is the sink, and this faucet blew a hole right here and it's spraying everywhere. So they asked me to fix this leak. So one of the things is, this is very, it may be common for motorhomes, but for standard construction is not normal, is that there's these threads here, and it goes directly into the plumbing. So let me take a look at the plumbing below. So here's the lines. You can see where I removed the hot water line. That's the one that was blown. Still got to remove the cold line. So in these modern homes or motorhomes and RVs, they use standard 1/2-inch PEX. So what we're going to do in this job is we're going to convert this from a motorhome style faucet to a standard faucet that's serviceable. We'll put some angle stops on there with shark bites so that the water can be shut off as well, just some added safety feature. But also have those 3/8-inch ends on it that the new faucet will screw into. Let me open up the new faucet and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. So here's the new faucet. These are the lines for hot and cold. I attached the shark bite valve. This is an angle stop. It's just a straight stop, but it's got the 3/8 threads here, and then this goes into the 1/2-inch line that'll be held on with a crimp. I'll probably do a lot of that stuff before I put this in, before I put that actually down into the area underneath the countertop, because the more work we can get done on our feet, the less work we gotta get done contorting in a tight space. So I'll get started by finishing the disassembly of the existing fixture. All right, since I'm gonna be cutting that fitting off anyway, I'm just gonna cut it off now so I don't have to deal with it. And then the bow might be able to come through. Alright, let's see if we can't pull this through. In order to get this thing to fit through the opening in the countertop, I'm going to have to take off this weight, which looks like just a couple of Phillips screws. But in order to reach it, I gotta get down in here. Okay, other side. Okay, there we go. this connection as well. Might be able to open that up. Yeah, there we go. Okay. It all sort of makes sense now. Okay. Alright, just like that, the old one's out. I'm sure you've seen me do this before, but I'll repeat from the shower head installation video. We're going to take some plumber's tape and or Teflon tape, also known as. Go around this 3/8 inch thread on this straight stop valve a couple times so that we can ensure that we have a drip-free installation here, and thread that on. It feels pretty good. Is there a rubber in there? Yeah, there's an O-ring in there, so I'm just gonna get that pretty well hand tight on that. Grab another stop, take the compression fitting off, and then cover the threads on this. Okay, got a little on the hole here, so we'll go ahead and just spin around, and Bob's your uncle on that. Okay, screw that on. This is kind of fun. I don't do plumbing every day, but when I do, I know what I'm doing. I've been replumbed my whole house years ago. Okay, so now that those are good, I'm going to give them a little bit of a snug with the crescent wrench. Just want to make sure these don't drip. I don't want to reef on them. Just get them so that they're quarter past snug by hand. And that's looking pretty good. So now I should be able to lower these down through the hole in the countertop so that I don't have to deal with these except for when I do the clamp again. Well, that plan fell through. See, there's this thing, it threads on here, and that's what cinches it down to the countertop. The angle or the straight stops can't fit through it. So, oh well, try to do a shortcut and end up having to go that way anyway. So that's what we'll do. All right. Start through. Okay, so the next thing we gotta do is connect this to the blocks. Let's see if there's like an arrow, something see one, so I'll just push. Okay, seems like it's on there. Okay, I'm gonna put the weight here. Okay. Okay, so let's stick the weight on now. So it's pretty easy. You just stick this thing here on the hose, right? And then the weight slides on right here, and presto. Yeah, it's not going nowhere. Okay. So putting these angle stops on might actually be easier, because these are like 30 inches long or something, these supply lines. So I'm just gonna do the exact same thing I did before and put these on snug, and then tighten it with a wrench till it's quarter past snug. Okay. So the next thing we need to do is connect the shark bites to this PEX, and to do that I'm going to want to shorten these PEX lines a little, right down to here, and then we'll run these straight stops down to the joint down here. It'll be easier to get to. Okay, come on, get back on there. There was a little water in there. That's okay. Down here. Okay. So now feed these through the top. Before we get any further, which one's which? Let's see. This first one I put through says what? Come back out. Get you back out of here. It says hot. So the first one we stick through is hot. The second one won't fit through. Okay, so we'll wait until after we hook up the hot to do the cold. Okay, so here are the tools I'm doing for the shark bite. We have the clamp fastener thing, and then we have these 1/2 inch clamps that fit right into the jaws of that right here, and it'll squeeze it down and tighten it so that the plastic pipe is snug against the metal barbs of the straight stops. Stick that on there. Stick that on there. Hot comes first. So that. Okay. So let's put you about 1/8 of an inch below the cut is where we're gonna put that. Yep, here comes the contortioning. Okay, I'm going to turn that a little bit more. There we go. Okay, a little more. Okay, about right there. Okay. Okay, she's clamp-lated. Alright, let's do the blue one now. Okay, go through it now. No, you can do it. There you go. Okay. Let's get you up here. Go ahead. Make sure that's open. Okay. Let's get you on there. Okay. That might not have been low enough. I guess we'll find out. So it looks like we've got everything fixed, no leak. Here's the new faucet, pretty cool. Water comes out like it's supposed to. You get your hot and cold adjustment there. Underneath in the area, there's no leaks of any kind. It's hard to see. There we go. So that is a complete job. Not too bad. So we have a finished project, pretty easy. Just cut out the old stuff, put in some new stuff. There's a little bit of technical things that we need to know, like how to use a shark bite clamp and all that stuff, but all that's pretty straightforward. Hope you enjoy the content. Like and subscribe if you like. And I appreciate you guys coming so much. It means the world to me that you're watching my content. And every Friday we come out with new videos. So until we see you next Friday on Gallup MCS, have a great and wonderful day.